Hey guys, welcome back. I want to start off by apologizing for not having many uploads lately. Life has just been incredibly hectic lately. Work has been incredibly busy. I've had some days out of the office, so when I'm in the office, it's been super busy. The kids, Aspen's fine now. Bennett's going through some sort of sleep regression. He's got 8 teeth coming in, so some nights he is up pretty much all night. And that has taken its toll on Barry and I just in terms of our own sleep, so it's just been an exhausting period. So even when I do have time to film, I'm just way too tired to do it. So at any rate, here we are. We're going to talk about new stuff, so let's do it. First up, let's talk about Natasha Denona. She's got 2 new palettes out right now. One of them is the Mini Star palette. I did order this. There are the shadows in it here. What I can say is that the 2 matte shades in here, fantastic. This brown tone here, it's called Earth. It's just a perfect neutral brown, super pigmented, blends beautifully, and I've never really been drawn to a brown before, but this is one that does it to me. Or does it for me, I guess. But this shade over here is a little bit disappointing. This is the shade Orion, and it's supposed to be sort of a brown-red duochrome. When you use it with a finger, it looks nice. It does not pick up well with a brush. By way of comparison, this is Orion from Natasha Denona. This is Insomnia from Makeup Geek. So, Natasha Denona on top, Makeup Geek on the bottom. And you just kind of see just how much more intense the Makeup Geek shade is. And it's got that same reflect, so the colors are the same, but the Makeup Geek one is much easier to work with. You can apply it with a brush, you can apply it with a finger. The Natasha Denona one, I just have a hard time building up on the actual eyelid, so if that's the shade that's the kicker for you, because it is the most unique one in the palette, you might want to just look for dupes through Makeup Geek, because aside from the matte brown in here, the rest of them really aren't all that special. We may as well stick on the Natasha Denona train while we're here, because her gold palette, if I can find it on here, her gold palette has just arrived on the Sephora website. This is one of her larger palettes, and it retails for $162 here in Canada. That's freaking pricey. That is very pricey. However, I really want this palette. I normally rail on neutral palettes. Like, if you've watched more than one of my videos, you know this, but for some reason, this one just draws me in. I don't know what it is, because really, the shades are not that astounding, but there's just something about this that speaks to my soul, and I can't explain it. And if I'm going to drop $160 on a palette, which is a very big if, but if I'm going to, I want it to be on a palette like this that I'm going to get a lot of wear out of. I wouldn't want to spend $160 on like a super bright electric neon kind of palette, because I wouldn't be reaching for it every day. I spoke in my previous new releases about the new Fenty Stunna lip paint shades, and I stated that I had ordered Uncuffed. I love it. Love it. It arrived last week. I have worn it every day since I received it. This is not it. I did wear it earlier today, but I'm not wearing it now simply because I'm planning on doing a video with the 3 shades that I have now, because I picked up this one, which is called Unprepared, because I'm unprepared. I don't have it written down. Hold. It's called Uninvited. It just arrived today. It's still in the box. Let's take it out. So there it is. There it has the matte black case. You can see that it's typically in this style here. So there's the 3 of them that I have. Haven't tried it out yet. Obviously I just took it out of the box, but the formula of this one is improved even from the original uncensored, and I liked uncensored. So if they've improved on this, it's even that much better. Uncuffed, honest to God, pause this video, go order it, you are welcome. It's beautiful. Urban Decay has released their Naked Cherry collection. So there is the eyeshadow palette, there is a highlighter and blush palette, and then there are 3 lipstick shades. I'm a little bit torn about the lipsticks because none of the shades really speak to me. There's nothing that fills a gap in my collection, but the packaging is so cute. A little cherry on it, like so cute. So it's one that if it comes to Shoppers Drug Mart, I might use points to pick one up because then I'm not actually putting money out towards it, but then I get the cuteness of the cherry. I don't know how cherries are cute, but it fucking is. The blush and highlighter palette, I'm not drawn to it. I really don't have any need for it. I have so many blushes, so many highlighters that it needs to be pretty darn unique for me to want to spend money on it, and this just isn't. And the eyeshadow palette, I had Naked 3 and I did not like it. So with this one, I don't know. I have Born to Run, I love it. It's hit or miss with Urban Decay, and I can never tell just sight unseen, so I would not buy this unless I swatched it first. But just looking at it, the shades are going to be complementary to my eye color, but overall I don't need this. I really don't. Another one that I don't need, but that I really want, is this one. It is a gigantic palette from Makeup Forever. I don't have a name for it yet, and I don't have a release date on it, but oh, I really like the Makeup Forever. I basically like everything from Makeup Forever. I really do, but I do like their formula for their shadows, and there are some beautiful shades in there. The red that shows up in the swatches as well. Yes, please. Yes, please. There's a lot of neutral tones in there, so it's one that I don't predict actually buying because I suspect it's going to be really expensive. And for that number of brown neutral tones, I really don't need it. If they'd cut those out and left all the really pretty colorful ones, I would be fully on board. I think it's beautiful. I want it, but I probably won't buy it. Being a fiscally responsible adult sucks balls. Speaking of balls, the fuck is this? The fuck is this? Thank you, first of all, Abby, for tagging me in this post on Trendmood, because, there is no way that somebody actually designed this thinking about a person's face. This just looks like a vibrator that got lost and ended up in the beauty department. Thank you, Madonna, for this brainchild. It is $200 US. $200 US. I guarantee you, if you go to the bar down the street and say to some guy, hey, will you rub your balls on my face? He's not going to charge you a goddamn thing. In fact, despite it being illegal, you could probably make some money doing that. Just saying. I am mystified by this. I cannot picture anybody being like, yep, that's what's missing in my life. I need balls on my face. No. So this is meant to be a full body massager. But when you're reading these instructions, it's like, this is an area where the skin can be easily pinched by the rollers. Be careful your Achilles tendon does not get pinched in the product. Warning, do not place fingers individually between the rollers. Doing so may result in pain or injury to the finger joints. Warning, this is an area where the skin can easily be pinched. Warning, this is an area, another one, where the skin can be pinched. Be careful to not get your hair caught in the rollers. And it shows her rolling the fucking thing in her hair. So how the fuck are you supposed to avoid getting your hair in it if you're actually rolling it on your head? Also, I really think that it's particularly cute that they say 2 people are better than 1 when it comes to effectively rolling those areas that are hard to reach. Oh good. Balls in the face is now a group activity. Suffice it to say, I am not spending $200 US on something that I'm going to have to hide from my children and never let any of my friends see. Sorry, but I suspect that's going to be the highlight of our video today. But let's do some more eyeshadow palettes, because there's a few of them coming out. So Huda Beauty is coming out with a new palette. It's going to be called the New Nude palette. I really wish brands would stop saying new nude like it's a thing. Stop trying to make fetch happen. They're not new. They're all just variations on a theme. I will say this one is a bit more rosy toned, but it's not new. At any rate, here's the picture. It does look very pretty. It's going to be $65 US, going to be around the $80 mark here in Canada. It's one that I wouldn't kick out of bed, but I don't think that I'm going to be buying this one. Things can change. I can go to Sephora and see it and swatch it and be like, yeah, I need you in my life. But as of right now, I'm okay. I'm not feeling pressured to go out and grab this one. All right, my camera just cut me off. Rude. All right, let's bring this one up. This palette is beautiful. This is a palette from Menagerie Cosmetics. They used to be Makeup Monsters. I've never tried either like the new brand or Makeup Monsters. Something's falling randomly. But I have heard that they do have very unique shades and that they do perform very nicely, and this is definitely one that I am willing to check out. I just think this is beautiful. I love the outer packaging of it. This is the Feral palette, that's what it's called, and I want it. I believe pre-order is available October 5th, so this upcoming Friday. Hopefully I'll have this video up by then. Moving along, there is another palette that has caught my eye. This one is from ME Cosmetics. I don't know how to say that, I apologize. This one is Canadian, and it is called the Falling Leaves palette. So push comes to shove, I'm going to support a fellow Canuck because this is beautiful and no customs fees, so there's that. This is very much fall in a palette for me. This is my jam here. I love this. It's not just a warm neutral. There are other tones going on there. I think it's beautiful. I can see myself reaching for this a million times. And I can say that because I have gathered some of my Makeup Geek singles and I've sort of created my own little palette that I've been using. So I've just gathered 12 of them here. And you can see that a lot of these tones are quite similar to the tones that are in there, and I made this independent of seeing that one. So the rusty kind of oranges and warm yellows, all of that, it gets me in the feels. So while I have this, I probably don't need this one, but I definitely want to check it out. I want to poke around their website, see what the cost of this is, all of that kind of thing, because this looks beautiful. Are there any other palettes that I would like to talk? Yes, there is. There's a Bobbi Brown palette. Now, I've only ever once used a Bobbi Brown palette, and I did not enjoy it because it was not pigmented in the least. So I would never order one online without first seeing it and swatching it and seeing how it performs. But I love how nice and cool toned this one is, and that it's not all just taupe. It's a beautiful purple palette. It looks like there's a couple, like, almost duochromatic tones in there. I think it's beautiful. I couldn't tell you what it's called because I suck at screenshotting. Oh, Ultraviolet eyeshadow palette. But $59. It is limited edition. It is beautiful. It doesn't say it's online only, so the next time I go to Sephora, I will see if they have this just to poke at it and see what it does, but it is very pretty. Let's wrap it up. I will end it with Tarte, and for once, I'm not going to take a crap on their head. This is one of their little Christmas collection kits. It's $33 Canadian. For that, you're getting a mini quick dry Tarteist lip paint, a mini Tarteist mascara, and I believe it's a full-sized chrome paint. I love the chrome paints. This one is in Park Avenue Princess. I don't have that one. It's going to be a sparkly bronze shade. These are 3 of my favorite products from Tarte in this little collection. So if you're looking to try something from Tarte, I would highly recommend this little kit. I love that mascara. I love the quick dry. I hate the first Tarteist lip paints, like the creamy ones that they came out with. Run, do not just don't pass go, don't collect $200. Fucking terrible. The quick dry are where it's at. They don't bunch up. The regular ones get all like gummy and gross, and it just travels to the center of your lips, and it's just disgusting. But these quick dry ones are beautiful, and the chrome paints, I could bathe in a chrome paint because they are stunning. So this is one that I would absolutely recommend. Again, it has pineapples on the packaging. I don't really understand Tarte. I've given up altogether trying to figure out why they do the things they do. But in this instance, they have curated a little collection that I think is very well executed. So good job, Tarte. Flamingo brushes, my god. Anyways, that is it. That is all I want to talk about today. There are still, like every day, there are more and more releases coming, and it's really overwhelming, to be honest. But at any rate, you guys seem to like these videos. I love watching these videos. I love filming these videos. I love collecting the pictures to show you. So I think it all works out quite well in the end. And I thank you very much for taking the time to watch this video, and I will see you in my next one. Until then, just be a decent human being. Bye for now.